Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, and we survived last night. Yes, it was unreal. But look at this, we're back to some normal weather. But it's lame ass. It's hardly any snow. So this morning we woke up to -1, but feels like -6. That's lame ass. Unreal. We should have 6 inches of snow, 40 below. Yes. Oh, yeah, that was a good song. All right, on the yo yo scale, +30, but feels like +21. Unfrickin' real. This is unreal. Like, this is lame ass. We should have more snow. I should be out plowing. I should be out doing stuff. All right. Amazon has my 9th book of the Winter Road series. Blew it up. It's on for free as an ebook from April 11th to the 15th. Yes, 5 days on Amazon, 4 days on Sesame Street. Link in the description. So the book is all about in 2020. Yes, we're scrolling this way. There's no sun over there because it's supposed to be over here. Yes, it should be over here. Oh, I went too fast. Even I got dizzy. Yes, in 2020, we blew up the rear end in the screaming Ford right there. Yes, that was good memories. 2020, that was 4 years ago. Unfrickin' real. All right. So the book is all about that and how we had to tow the truck home with Johnny G and Thor the plow truck. Yes, back when I was a big time contractor. Yeah, I didn't make money that year. All right. So let's scroll a little bit more so we can get the wind just right. Yes, no wood stove yet in the shop. I'm pumping water to the house so I can maybe have a bath tonight. We're not sure. All right. So yesterday was a good day. We got gifts from everybody. We thank you very much for supporting our projects to get these things done. I don't want to be like my father and not finish anything. All right. So yesterday we finished out the day with welding and everything like that. And then I found this. Yes, spray can. Yes, a spray can that's got to be about 2 years old. So instead of running out and spray painting a rail car or graffiti everywhere, I decided to spray paint the important parts of the gas tank and the mounting brackets so they don't rust. So once I got this can going, I was non-stop. It was unreal. The mess I made was unreal. It slobbered, it puked, it did everything but spray an even coat. I will do a video of that too when I go in the shop. Unreal. So how these artists can go around spray painting everything and not have dramas. Is it just me that buys these cans of paint that don't spray? And also too, I'm colorblind. There's nothing on there that says what color's in the can. It's the top. And I know that's white. All right. Ooh, getting a little windy out here. Look at the flags go. Well, I better go. Here comes the boss. Okay, here's the mess I made with that spray can, but the main thing is the spray can worked just long enough and I got it going. I couldn't stop. If I stopped, I just kept switching fingers or hands or whatever, just kept it going. So the main thing is the tank got an undercoating or whatever. So the main thing I wanted covered was the bases here and the little saddle bracketry here. So I'm no English Bansky, I guess that fellow is, that mysteriously shows up and does that beautiful artwork all over England or whatever. But I'm no Bansky, so I made a mess. But the main thing is we have a protective coating, and that $10 can of spray can or paint is officially done. It'll go in the recycling bin to be recycled, repurposed, and everything like that. Yeah, right, it goes in the garbage. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, make some coffee, and then get back to work here. Okay, I'm not sure if this is recording. I don't have my Lily Tomlin mic, but look at the little footprints. No wonder the dogs were barking. I wonder what that could be. Okay, out in the shop here, and this is the box Sir Rodney sent yesterday. Okay, the TD18, known as Blaine, has these little exhaust pipes. They're 2.5 inches in diameter, and it makes a bad sound that the cameras are recording. Yes, the Me phones are recording. It has a tinny sound, just like the loader. That's hard to record because that's a tinny sound, the loader. That's the 922 loader where the dogs are sleeping. So Sir Rodney had these pieces in stock, all right? So it kind of doesn't fit, but we got a welder. So if this gives us the 4-inch pipe, which is on the Dooley TD18, then that'll give us a better sound, we're hoping. But the only problem is we only got one of these reducers, 4-inch to 3.5, but that's no problem. I think there's another order coming. We got the little clamps there to clamp them to the pipes after we cut them on the just above the hood. That way we don't have to modify the hood or make big holes in the hood like Dooley had. All right, so there's our gifted welding rods and tools from that fellow. We thank you very much. Also, too, we ordered in the same part numbers over and over, and Jet or whatever, Hastings, has changed the design of the gauge. Same part number, different gauge design, which is okay, because now we can document it in 2024. That's when we installed the gauge if it's different. We have all the extra little pieces here. Okay, so there we got some light switches, we got start buttons, horn buttons, everything like that, and the inline fuses here. So Sir Rodney got us a box out to keep production going because we're stuck in the shop because it's too icky outside. But we kind of got a mess happening, and we do not have the wood stove going because we're going to mount that gas tank back on the 46 Chevy over here. So playing with a gas tank and the wood stove right there. Well, we watched enough of Wile E. the Coyote and his Acme products to know it's a good thing not to have the wood stove going. Okay, that went rather well. We got the gas tank bolted on and it looks good, nice and level. Plus it's anchored solid, so if I hit a rock or something like that off-roading, I know that the gas tank straps wouldn't get ripped off, because the other ones with the slotted holes and not much meat holding the bolts holding it on could have ripped off. Okay, so we have this big hole up here, which has to have the big hole because you're trying to stick this in an angle, degrees, and philosophies. So I made up this little cardboard template right here. Oh, it's actually a file folder. I think it's pink. All right, so there we go. Now we'll do the walk and talk video because everybody needs their exercise. Also, too, we have the wood stove going because the gas tank is sealed up, so we can actually get some warmth in here. All right. Electric furnaces seems to be working. It's cutting in and out. I'm monitoring the situation, but you can't beat the wood stove heat at this time of year with the dampness in the air. So I put this on here like that, and I want it bigger than the hole, so that's why I made it bigger. And I got my blow-through hole for the plasma cutter to cut it out. So I'm gonna have to cut the hole a little bigger, and this should work out. All right, let's get this project underway. Okay, after lunch in the kingdom, and we got the piece on here. Yes, this turned out very well. It's centered around the hole. It looks square to here and just to there. So I'm very pleased how that turned out. Also, too, I had to go on the internet and look up the tap size for the 5/16 bolts, the tap drill, because the tap and die set I have, the little chart is worn out. Plus, it's a fine print. I can't read it. All right, so to get this tapped out, we use this. Okay, so that's just a little thingy-me-bob with a socket welded on, so we can do it because there's no room to spin, so you got it high enough you can turn. And then, of course, we have to use the lube that Sir Rodney sent us from Lloyd's. Yes, Lloyd's. That's good lube. So it turned out pretty good. We used some short bolts and a never seize on the bolts. And I'm very pleased with the gifted items yesterday that are Hobart. These are going in the welding sleigh because that's where they'll be most important use. And look at that. They wrote the word orange on that. I don't know if it's actually orange, but it's gray to me. So if they're saying that is orange, this has got to be the color of orange. I'll have to have the staff confirm that when she arrives sober today. All right, let's get back to work, and the wood stove's going. We threw some wood in there that had some sap. I don't know if you guys can hear the sap just sizzling away. Of course, it doesn't do it when I want it to do it, just like a child. Okay, we're outside here doing a test fit. Yes, it's an icky day, so we're in the shop, but we got some projects here. Okay, so we're supposed to get some more snow, so we're hoping maybe to take Blaine and other TD18 known as Dooley out. So Blaine came from the factory with skinny little pipes and small holes in the hood. Oops, I got the burps. All right, just up peanuts. All right. But when we record him on the Me phone, he has a very tinny sound, okay? All right, so over here, once we got those thermostats warming these motors up, we got some nice sounds. So this is Dooley. He has the big pipes, and this is factory. Like, they went right down into there. We put the smaller holes in to try and keep the snow and everything out, okay? But Dooley has a nice sound, all right? So it was simple, all right? Let's put some big pipes on Blaine to get the same sound, get rid of that tinny sound, okay? There was never a problem until we started making videos and recording everything, okay? Well, it's just like being married, all right? So Sir Rodney had this stuff in stock. He says, oh, you can weld and everything like that. So then I got consulting Jack Daniels, what we're building is to make sound. Like, we don't want that tinny sound. We're basically building a pipe organ, okay? So Jack and I consulted. By the time we put all this together, look at the distance here, okay? And then look at the distance over here, okay, for this. So we want about the same small to big. So this is what I did over here. All right. So in theory, that should give us the same sound. And all I'm going to do is cut the pipe just above the hood and then put a wrap clamp around here. So this should give us the right texture or distance for sound, okay? So that gives us, we're hoping for a better sound. And then we got snow coming, so this might work out. We're not sure how this is going to work out, but this is what Sir Rodney had, okay? So he's a good parts man. Here, this is what I got in stock. Here, take it, make it work. And he knows we can weld. All right, so let's get back in the shop because I'm getting chilled out here. I'm not dressed for this chilly willy weather out here. I'm dressed for the wood stove overcooking and cooking me in the shop. Okay, coffee time in the kingdom, and I got my pipes done. Yes, we have the wrap clamps from Sir Rodney too, because that makes a nice end product, as you'd say. The X on the back of the pipe, that means this is this flatter bevel, okay? Because we're not going to get this in the right, how would you say, degrees and angles. So this is a steeper one. So on the back side here, this is a flatter one, okay? Because we'll never get it in the center. The main thing is we're building a pipe organ, and we got to get some sounds out of that TD18. So we got everything all ready here to go out and cut the other exhaust pipes on the TD18, known as Blaine. Staff should be arriving after her real job. Hopefully she's sober and we can get this done. I have the cat plugged in, so I know it's going to start. And we credit this to quality products sent by Sir Rodney. My welds turned out very well. I just did the one pass, not wasting time. And the Hobart Handler 100 performed excellent. Yes, I'm becoming a better welder now. With this gasless, I got the burps because I just had some peanuts. Oh, when am I going to learn? It's just like alcohol and women. I'll never learn. All right, let's go have some coffee and get ready for when the staff arrives.
Thursday morning in WHO-ville, and it's just after 8 a.m. and I'm getting ready to head to work. As you can see, it snowed last night. Not much has come down, just enough to make it slippery outside, but it is cloudy out and kind of snowing still, so let's get ready, let the dogs back in, and head to work. 12:30 and I'm just finishing up lunch. It was a pretty easy morning. There was only 7 kids, which was good for me. We spent half the morning outside because they wanted to play in the fresh snow, but as you can see, it's already melting away. As I speak, it's kind of trying to snow right now. The sun's also peeking out. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and get to work. 4 p.m. and I just made it home from work. It was a pretty good afternoon with the grade 2s. We were outside for most of it since it did warm up a little bit. I already got the quad out. Now it's time to head on over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. 4:30 and I made it to the kingdom, no problem. Sure is drying up a lot. As you can see, a lot of the snow has melted. There's nothing around the Z-drag anymore. I can only imagine how our trails are looking. Now I'm going to head on down to the TD18 here where my dad is standing so we can take the exhaust pipes off. Over at the TD18 now, we are going to switch out the exhausts here. My dad finished making them this morning, and as you can see, it's quite a big difference in size there. My dad was able to put the new exhaust over the old one. Now he's going to cut the pipe off so we can put the new one on. Just finished cutting off the old exhaust pipes, and my dad smoothed it out a little bit. That way it's not all jagged and rough to put the new pipes on. Now we're going to make them fit, and we'll be starting up the TD18 as well to see if there's a sound change.
Tight from being new.
You did make sure it's gonna fit first.
My glove is stuck. That's why we chose the wrap clamp, because you have two different thicknesses sort of thing on my bob.
Got the first exhaust pipe on, no problem. Now my dad is working on the second one. I had to take a few steps back to see if it was straight, but to me that looks pretty straight. Got both of the exhaust pipes put on, no problem. Now my dad's going to start up the TD18 here and see if it sounds any different. Came into the shop and my dad asked me if this brush was really orange. As you can see on the front here it says orange, but who says if it's really orange? So my dad, being colorblind, he asked me because I can see colors, and it is in fact orange. This will be going on the welding sleigh since it is special and we'll be using it there. Had to wait for my dad to shut off the TD18, but now he is putting some gasket goo around the exhaust pipe here. We are using gasket goo because we want to be able to take it off later on. If we put that black tar goo stuff that you're supposed to put on here, we will never get the exhaust pipes off. Now I'll do a little video of him sealing them up. The exhaust pipes have only been on for a couple minutes, and you can already see a big difference in the two colors here, so you can tell which exhaust pipe was working more than the other. In my last video, I zoomed in on the little puddle right here. I'm not sure if you guys could see the vibrations, but with the cat being so big and loud, it was causing the ground to vibrate, which made the puddle move as well, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to show you guys. 5 p.m. I'm officially done in the kingdom. My dad's laundry's there, and I also have the dog treats. Now it's time to head on back into WHO-ville and do the weather. Just after 5 p.m. and I made it home from the kingdom. Now it's time to put the quad away, let the dogs out, and do the weather. 5:30, and this is the temperature we're sitting at today. It's 2 degrees Celsius, which is 35 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's been pretty chilly out today compared to the last few days. I actually had to put my toque back on and my winter jacket. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in because I can hear them crying, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we got the sounds. So now the easy way to tell them apart is Dooley has the low big stacks because the pails are low. And we'll probably upgrade that very soon. And look at Blaine. We finally got the sound. We got the exhaust pipe up above the windshield, so that way the smoke and debris is not landing on the the rider. So this worked out good. Also too, we didn't put any of the tar, the gasket goo stuff that comes with those clamps because that seals it too good. We want to be able to take the pipes off to take the hood off, right? So we can work on it. So this is very, very pleased today. We weren't planning this, but we did it and we got the sounds. Yes, it's a pipe organ and we got the sounds. Sir Rodney will be pleased that he sent the right things to the end of the world. All right, let's go see what the flags are doing because I've had enough. Okay, here comes the staff on her quad. She's heading home. She'll edit her videos and then she'll send them to me. Ooh, look, she's going fast. All right. We've had enough today. It's icky day. So let's go drink some beer. Oh, walk the dogs and drink some beer. Also, too, we're very pleased with the flag over here. Oh, there's the parts TD18 right there. All right, we're very pleased with this flag. It's learning how to fly at the end of the world here. It looks good on the boat. Now we just need some beer, some ladies, and me and my Speedo to run this boat this summer. Yeah, in the water maybe. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and make a video. Talk to you later.